protect yourself from the fastest growing crime of the 21st century. Find out here. You're watching Technology Review. Hi, welcome to another episode of Technology Review for August 18th, 2017. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. Technology Review is a show that helps inform and educate you on today's cybersecurity and identity theft issues that can affect your family, your business, and the world, folks. Did you know that every 2 seconds, someone has their identity stolen by a cyber thief? And it's been reported that over 16 million new victims of identity theft are reported every year to law enforcement. According to the Federal Trade Commission, identity theft and cyber crimes are the fastest growing crimes of the 21st century. But you don't have to be a victim. Our show is created to help you and to inform you on steps and techniques that you could take to protect yourself and your family. But we also talk about cool gadgets as well. Very excited about that. Cool gadgets is what we have in our show. Also, my name is Mac Jackson. I am your host on Technology Review. My background is in the law, legal compliance, software programming, consulting. I work with companies that help mitigate the damages of identity theft and fraud by bringing services to you to help train your employees on what to look for cybercrimes. It's all about mitigation, folks. Knowledge is power, and a little bit of education, we can offset and change the direction of the cyber thieves and cyber terrorists that are really trying to destroy what we have built up in our society around the world. Before we get started, though, I'd like to thank all of our viewers who made the show possible here on WCOBM.TV here in Las Vegas, live every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. I'd like to give a shout out to Barbara D'Angelo, there's Encino, Michelle, Menison, Mindy, Victoria, Lance, and let's see, it's Victor. There we go. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for being followers of our show and sending your emails and questions about cybercrimes and identity theft and being a part of it. We definitely appreciate it. And those fans out there that first time watching our show, if you'd like to send us an email, you can do that at info@macjacksonjr.com or watch our show here at WCOBM.TV. If you happen to miss an episode, it's very simple. You can look at our show and view it anytime on demand. Just go to WCOBM.TV and click on Technology Review, or go to my website at MacJacksonJr.com. That's MacJacksonJr.com, and you can see all the previous episodes of our show. I also want to thank our awesome sponsors. Yes, our awesome sponsors for making this possible as well. These sponsors include Canon USA, Canon Scanners, one of the biggest companies in the world right now. That's right, Canon Scanners. They're part of our group. We also have CipherLock, Nevada Bankers Association, InSync Virtual Desktop Solutions, Turig Consulting Group. Yes, and we have Sonia Pedowick also as a guest today, my co-host. She'll be in our second segment. We have Martin Harris Construction. Thank you, Martin Harris Construction, as well, one of the biggest construction companies here in Las Vegas, helping build Las Vegas to where it's at right now, the #1 city in the country, if not the world, for entertainment. And of course, MJ Computer Concepts. Those are awesome sponsors. If your company would like to reach our viewing demographic, you could do that as well by sending an email to sponsors@MacJacksonJr.com. That's sponsors@MacJacksonJr.com, or giving my office a call and speak to one of my assistants at 702-868-0808. That's 702-868-0808. Absolutely. Be a sponsor of our show. Here on Technology Review, we are very concerned about promoting technology and education throughout the community, as well as educating the young and our students to evolve in picking up a tablet, a smart device, and programming it, getting our kids to code. And in our community, there are several different organizations, services amongst the country that offers these type of training for children. And there's one of them that I am very passionate about, that I'm wanting to promote on my show. And the company is called Tech Impact. They provide a training program that they can educate a individual student to learn about technology and get them a certification, because certifications, folks, are very, very important. If you have a child or know someone that is a student, I believe between the ages of 16 and 24, that wants to learn about technology, have them talk to Tech Impact. You can do that by contacting them at 888-798 1350. That's 888-798-1350. They're a great company, and I definitely like to promote them here on our show, Technology Review. All right. In our show today, we're going to talk about what is identity theft. Again, we know what if you guys are following my show, we understand identity theft is a very serious crime. We have hackers that are looking to take your personal identifiable information and use it in a way that it causes duress and stress on your side, but they use it to do financial fraud and gain financial value from your information. They sell, in other words, folks, in the dark net on the internet. Copying your information, your data is worth thousands of dollars. Thieves would rather steal your information about who you are than steal your money out of your wallet, because they know with a copy of your personal identifiable information, they can continually steal information from your wallet on an ongoing basis versus that one-time theft of money out of your credit card or out of your wallet. So what are things you can do? Well, a couple things. One is always make sure that you're on a website, make sure it's a secured website before you give any personal identifiable information away. And emails, make sure that you take a second look before you send off emails or click onto an email to someone you do not know. And if anyone is asking you for personal identifiable information, you make sure that is a company that you have had a previous verbal contact with, that you know who they are before you send them your personal identifiable information. But the first line of defense is always to check your credit. You see some suspicion on your credit, folks, make sure you report it. You report it instantly to the credit reporting agencies. You can also file a report with the Federal Trade Commission, your police department, and the FBI. There's several different steps to do. So rather than trying to tell you all these steps you can do on our show, why don't you go to my website at macjacksonjr.com and purchase my new book called How to Protect Your Family from Identity Theft and Fraud. It's very simple, very easy. In my book, I lay out stories of families like yours that have gone through identity theft and fraud and what they've done to protect themselves from it. I should say what we have done, because I've also have been victimized by that, but have definitely gotten over that and definitely protecting. And I want to protect myself. I want to make sure that I have all my listeners and viewers also protect themselves as well, because it's out there, folks. There are people that want your information. So make sure that you do that. Check out my book from my website on how to protect yourself from identity theft and fraud. On today's show, again, we're going to talk to my co-host. We'll be here in our next segment, folks. This is a lot of fun. Sonia Pedowick from Turi Consulting Group. She owns an IT company, so if you're looking for employees that are top-notch to work for your organizations, either temp or permanent, she's definitely one to talk to. In our new tech gadgets, we talk about apps you should have on your smart device that can protect your devices from identity theft and fraud and cyber crimes. And in our fourth segment, we talk about green energy technology. Folks, that's where we get into home automation, electric bikes, and electric cars. And speaking of IoT, the Internet of Things, I will be speaking here in Las Vegas as a featured speaker at the Innovation Center here for a division of Switch Data, the large information system here, Switch Data. So definitely that'll be next Friday. So if you're a business owner and you own a company here in Las Vegas, or if you're outside Las Vegas, you're going to be in Las Vegas next Friday between noon and 1 o'clock. There's a free lunch for you that is provided, and I will give a speech on the rise of the Internet of Things, folks, the rise of the Internet of Things. If you don't know what IoT is, the Internet of Things, you definitely should attend. It's definitely something, it's about our future, and the future's now and the future's today. So, back to one of our emails here about identity theft and fraud. They were suggesting, should they run a credit report on their children? And the answer is yes. Make sure you run a credit report on your kids. Absolutely. Run a credit report, check your credit, make sure that it is clear, there's nothing suspicious on it. And if they are underage, people may say, well, it's impossible for them to get credit at that age. Well, there's a thing called fake identities and fake securities, and companies put together a lot of fake profiles and sell them online on the internet, and that's one of the things that it's done, and we need to protect ourselves and protect our family and protect our kids from it. So to get a hold of my company, MJ Computer Concepts, my name is Mac Jackson Jr. The way you need to do that is you go to my website, macjacksonjr.com. You can sign up for my upcoming workshops or to speak at your organization, my online book, and also I have a free report for you as well. If you join our mailing list, you'll be able to get a free report. Also, we have a Protection Connection community as well. Lots of stuff that we'll be talking about, especially my co-host, which you'll be hearing on the next segment. We will be right back, folks, here at Technology Review after these messages. Hello and welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/technologyreviewtv, facebook.com/technologyreviewtv. Remember to give us a thumbs up. 2 if you got them, right? Also, click on Twitter at twitter.com/MacJacksonJr. It's twitter.com/MacJacksonJr. Or go to my website, MacJacksonJr.com, and leave us your email and your name, and you can get our free report on identity theft and fraud protection for your family and for your business. In this episode, we call it the Business Spotlight. And of course, every month, I'm very excited to have my co-host with me, Sonia Pedowick. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Very good.
Glad to be back.
Yes. Another month.
I know.
Discuss technology.
Yes.
Let's take a few minutes here. Let's tell the audience about your business and what you guys do.
Sure. We're Taurean Consulting. That's TAUREAN Consulting.net.
Yes.
We're an IT staffing, recruiting, and professional services company. So we find people jobs in the IT space on contract to hire, contract or direct hire, and headquartered here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, women-owned business.
Yes,
that's right. And
Merging Leader.
Yes, Merging Leader. She's won awards too, haven't you?
Yes.
Sonia has definitely won.
Women in High Tech. Yeah.
Women in High Tech here in Las Vegas, folks. That is we're very proud about that. That's very, very good. So definitely want to make sure the audience gets that out there. That's a great company.
Yes, there's really cool stuff going on too. I missed an event with Catherine Cortez Masto, who hosted an event last night with Tecnológicas or I think Tecnológicas, like Chicas in Technology.
Chicas in Technology.
There's a really big push in Nevada, especially in Las Vegas, around STEM jobs and STEM careers.
STEM? Yeah, absolutely.
And we have a lot of charter or magnet schools that are dedicated to STEM, and there's a lot of programs that are ramping up, not only just boys in tech, but girls in tech, and then geared really towards cultural differences. And I think it's just amazing that they're reaching out and trying to lift people up through those careers.
Very good people. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I was just on the phone today with Cammie Lewis over at Tech Impact.
Yes. Hi, Cammie.
I was talking to her today and telling her that my company, MJ Computer Concepts, we're going to promote their company on our show.
Oh, awesome.
And also, when I get my sponsors promoting my speaking events, that Tech Impact will be a company that I will get part of my proceeds.
That's awesome.
To help that company out.
Does your audience know what Tech Impact does? Or?
Matter of fact, good point. My first segment, I talk a little about it, but because you were familiar with it as well, right?
Yeah, I think it's a great program. It's geared towards young adults in the age group of 19 to 26. And they're usually undereducated, underemployed, and it gives them a career path. It gives them training in the classroom, training on Cisco Essentials, basic networking skills, and the foundation in order for them, within their 16-week program, 5 weeks of it is a paid internship at one of the local companies here. So we have a lot of companies that are supporting them and hiring these interns. Not enough. We need more people who are interested in helping these folks get their first 5 weeks of on-the-job experience. And they're hungry and they're eager. And a lot of times they're the first in their family to even advance past high school. And so I think it's really amazing that the companies, City of Las Vegas, some of the big casino operators are really investing in them. We have put 2 of them to work at one of the casino operators, so we're pretty excited about that. But we mentor, we speak, we host lunch and learns, and it's just a really good way to give back to the community.
It really is. And that's why when I decided to use them, I want to be able to get kids and students, young students, more involved in tech. We need to do more. Because the things that I see on the opposite side with law enforcement it's like a bizarre world. Because in the underground, Sonia, there are bad guys and bad companies and nation states that are training young folks to be hackers, to take our information. Right? So we need to have our soldiers, if you would, to be trained. That's why I tell my students at DeVry, I teach there also part-time, tell our students that they are the new soldiers. Being programmers, being hackers, being good hackers, and need to start out young. So if we can do that with companies like Tech Impact, that's be better for our country.
I think what people don't realize is these kids are so technically savvy already. I mean, my kids, some of the things that they do on technology, I'm just like blown away. So their brains are already in that space, in my opinion, and they have passion for sports, and they have passion for math, and they have passion for science, and they have passion for writing, and all of that now is available on devices. And so if we can show them that with their passion for the individual things as well as their obsession with technology can be formidable careers.
To be obsessed with it and use it to code, and passionate, and create new security measures to protect our way of life right now.
Absolutely.
Because the opposite side is doing the same thing, but unfortunately, they do a lot of this stuff under duress.
I know, yeah. It's unfortunate.
They don't get paid. They're forced to do it. So we have to make sure that our people, our students in our country can do it out of passion.
Yes.
Absolutely. So,
and for good.
Yes. For the good, not for the bad.
Yes. Yeah.
So tell me about the job market here in Las Vegas. How does it look so far?
Oh my gosh, it's so busy, and we're really fortunate as an organization. There's a lot of companies that are ramping up, and I think there's like this misconception that maybe towards the end of the year some projects are dying down or it's slow down, but people are like, we have to spend this money or we have to finish this project before the end of the year.
True.
So we're seeing an uptick in a lot of things around project management, systems, administration, technology, and cyber. Remote projects are picking up, and I think people are seeing our city doesn't really support the folks that like come in and want to fly out early, but we're seeing some companies that are wanting to hire talent from Las Vegas for outside, but they could sit here in Las Vegas.
Right.
So I think that's exciting.
That is.
I just think if anyone is passionate about IT or looking for their next opportunity or knows a friend, we do have a great referral program that they can certainly reach out to us at torianconsulting.net and let us know, and we will work fast and furious to put them to work.
That's right. The referral program. That's very true.
It's a great way to make the extra money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very good. So you think it's going to be picking up here more?
Absolutely.
Would the summer months slow things down? Because I know August is really kind of slow for companies. I mean,
we've put a couple people to work just in this particular week. We have a few more going to work next week, so that's positive. I think, of course, there's people traveling and approvals and those things, but you're going to get that at the end of the year. Christmas, you're going to get that in spring break, so you just muddle through it, right? And
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, so the summer. So now that school's picked up.
Yeah.
Companies are starting to do
think so.
More things.
Yeah.
What is the best site? One of the emails I got, someone asked me to ask you.
Yeah.
What is the best site to go to look for a job? Is it like, should they use Monster or Career Builder? Or
I think that you'll have to be a little. Yeah, I think you have to be a little careful. I think Indeed aggregates a lot of them together, right? It aggregates everything together. I think some people's biggest complaints about sites like Dice or Career Builder is it kind of picks out keywords from their resume, and then recruiters call and they get these sort of spam calls. And I was talking to a candidate the other day that got called for a warehouse job. He's a data warehouse guy.
Oh, so he gets called for
it's just kind of interesting. And then, on the flip side, that search engine looks at your resume and says, here's some jobs for you. We'll auto apply for you. So then we get inundated with resumes that have misspelled words or that just get picked up for whatever reason. And so I think building a relationship directly with a recruiter is probably the best way. I get to know you, what's important to you, what kind of jobs are important to you, what's the culture.
Human touch, folks. Not dial one for this, dial two for the other.
Or just fill out a form,
fill out a form, right?
So it's, it's hit or miss. It depends on how private you want your search to be, how targeted, how personal you want it to be. I'm partial because I've been in recruiting forever, but I think working with a recruiter who's basically your agent,
that's true. Yeah.
So I want to do the best to find you the best opportunity, and if I'm working with a breadth of companies, I can say, okay, he would be really great in this organization because it's low stress, or they have really good benefits, and he has a family, or he's not going to have to be on call. Whereas this one, I know more about the client itself than just a job posting.
That's true. Yes. Very, very true. Interesting. Yeah, well, that was one of the emails I wanted to check with you on and to see. Now, if they go through and fill out an application like that, and the application picked up by a recruiter, it could be a recruiter from anywhere, right?
Yeah.
They're not necessarily here in Las Vegas. They could be somewhere else trying to hire for business in Vegas, right?
I mean,
now you're showing up on several different recruiters' sites, and you're looking for a job, and of course people are looking for a job. They're like, doing that to find something.
Right. I mean, I'm a small business owner, right? So I appreciate that people are trying to be creative and entrepreneurial on how they tackle this market. But I would say in the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of agencies come in from out of state and don't understand the Vegas culture. They think it's like fast-moving New York or fast-moving LA, and it doesn't move that way. No. We're a little bit behind in some of our technologies too. So we're maybe not at cutting edge in some areas where we are in others, but we're also not where that cutting edge technology is compensation wise. So people have to weigh that out. You're not going to pay taxes. You're going to buy a home for a lower rate potentially, hopefully here still for a little bit.
Very true.
But it's a different quality of life than maybe working in the Bay Area where I grew up and I commuted 2 hours to work.
So it's much different. Well, that's very good. Well, Sonia will be with us all day today at all of our episodes. We definitely appreciate that. We have lots more in store for you. Definitely stay tuned to our next segment. It's going to be really interesting. We'll be right back after these messages. Hi, welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr., and my co-host here, Sonia Pedowick. Hey,
Hi.
Sonia.
How are you?
Right. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. That's facebook.com/Technology Review TV. Or find me on Twitter, twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. That's twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. Remember, Facebook, give us 2 thumbs up. Or my website, MacJacksonJr.com, and sign up and have a free report on identity theft and fraud. In this segment, we talk about apps that you should have on your smart device. And we got a really cool app, too, we're going to talk about today as well. So how are you doing, Sonia?
I'm doing really good.
All right,
really
very good. Matter of fact, this is one app I want to tell everybody about. If you like to use text, you could text me. Text the word Mac, M-A-C-K, to 444-999. That's 444-999. If you text that to me, you will be able to get information about what I do in cybersecurity and cybersecurity awareness education and training. It's really cool technology. But we have something even better than the techs we're going to talk about.
Sweet.
Tell you. Well, check this out. This is a really interesting device. So, you know how you're on Facebook, right?
Yes.
And you're driving around the city. I get these from you all the time. I drive by your house where you work, and it says, Sonia is nearby.
Nice. I'm all over.
Thinking, oh, wow, Sonia's nearby. Or I'm going out to lunch with a client in downtown somewhere or across town, and it'll tell me all my friends who are nearby.
Yeah.
It's a new technology that's put out by Bluetooth from the phone, right? It's called Nearby Bluetooth, or iBeacon, beacon technology. And they use little key fobs, a little tiny little device, little key fob device that you can put on your keychain.
Yeah.
And it broadcasts this nearby message up to 40 characters. So you'll get a notification on your Android phone. iOS, Apple is coming soon. On your Android phone that will say any 40 character message that you want with a link. You could say save 10% by bringing in clicking on our website. If you're a realtor, check this out. If you're a realtor and you're selling a home and you're at the home and you have this little beacon with you, what will happen is it will broadcast this message out about the home. Home for sale, blah, blah, blah.
Nearby.
Great interest rate, nearby. Great interest rate. Click here. You click there, it'll take you to either a map or a website of the home on your smart device. And you're in the area, you're like, oh, wow, there's a home. What do you call it? Open house. Thank you. There's an open house around the corner, right? And people come by. So your realtor would be able to use it. If you're a restaurant, right? You're a restaurant, and you have these little beacons throughout the city, or even in your restaurant, you'd say something like, get a free drink by bringing in, or 10% off your meal.
Right.
By bringing in, showing us your app. Come in now. And you click on the link, and it brings up a little coupon on your phone. You bring it and goes, hey, I got your coupon on my phone here. I'm in your restaurant. What do you guys have? Oh, wow, we'll give you 10% off, what have you, right? If you're a DJ, a promoter, instructor, even consultants like what I do, you have these little beacons out, and it sends out, Mac will be speaking at this event. You know, on this date.
That's very cool.
It broadcasts the message out up to 100 feet. 100 feet. So it's like a billboard sign, right? You know how you're driving on the freeway and you see the billboard sign? It's in your vision of sight until you pass it, then it goes away. Same thing with this technology using Bluetooth. Its notification shows up on your phone, but as you drive away, it goes away. So it's not like it's spamming there all the time. With for you and stuff, and
that's very cool.
And it advertises your business. It's a great new marketing. What happens is these companies are using Google's nearby technology to create a new advertising and marketing. And if you'd like to find more information, that definitely contact me, and I'll give you my phone number here in a minute regarding that. But this technology is really, really cool. There are people who have these little beacons. See a little picture of it there?
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, for those of you on TV, you go to my website, I'll show you a bigger copy of it. But it fits on your keychain. Nice and small, it's out of the way. You can have between 1, 3, and 8 of these little beacons set up for your salespeople. So now when they're out in the field and they're driving around, it broadcasts it out. So let's say you're at a stoplight. You're at a stoplight, just in your car, waiting for the light to turn green. That message is sent to everybody in the area. We're not supposed to text and drive, but there are some people who still say, oh, wow, what is this? Bam, and click on it, right? Or the people that are standing there waiting for a bus. Or better yet, in our city, Las Vegas, it's going to be the largest convention city in the world here. Conventions will be coming to Vegas. So having these little devices would be great. You'll be able to have them on the strip and broadcast your business to all these conventioneers coming here to Vegas, advertising your services and what you offer.
That's very cool.
Even your business, everybody.
And all Bluetooth. Most people have their Bluetooth on, I would think, because they're either connected to some device or mine's in my car, but I don't turn it off when I leave my car, right? So it's constantly.
And this device is always on.
So that device, so it's constantly has the ability. That's really cool.
I read on the internet there was a gentleman that has a electrician. He bought one of these devices, right? And he went into Lowe's and stuck it way in the back where it couldn't be found.
That's very cool.
And he got like 1,000 different inquiries about his business because it broadcast.
Because people are like in the aisle trying to buy, and they're like,
in the aisle trying to buy something. Here's like electrician for hire, right?
I love that. I think that's really cool.
This type of
As a recruiter, I could walk like the job fair floor.
There you go. There you go. Walk the job fair for it and advertise your business without having to say anything.
Yeah.
And you know what's really interesting too? What's coming here in Vegas in 2 years? Really huge.
Oh, football.
Raiders.
Stadium.
65,000 people. If you were sitting watching a football game, you'd have this device.
Yeah.
Your message will be broadcast to thousands of people.
Yeah, yeah. Is it 100 feet, 100 yards, you were saying?
Yes. It broadcasts your message up to I think it's 300. Yeah, 300
feet. Yeah.
There we go, 300 feet.
Yep.
300 feet broadcast your
awesome.
message. That's just so amazing. You can't talk to those many people.
That is very,
If you have it
instant.
Yeah, instantly. You have it in your car or on your keychain as you're walking.
Sure. That's very cool.
Automatically have that.
I love it.
Cool stuff, huh?
And then, so are you buying just the fob, or do you have to buy a subscription?
Well, what is you buy the fob? The fob comes with your subscription.
Right.
Right, and they have a special that's going on this month. It's $25 a month for one fob. You pay $49 for 3 of them, and $99 will get you 8 of these different fobs. You can have different messages on each of different fobs, right?
Very cool.
Of what you're advertising to see which one. Cool. It's like A/B testing, right? To see which one works. Like your website.
But it's one-way push too. It's not. They're not collecting data back.
Yes, security.
Get back to security.
That's how I found out about this, because I'm as a security researcher. I talk about the devices that read people's information and try to steal it. This just broadcasted, and it's been approved by the Federal Trade Commission.
Oh.
The FTC has approved this device as non-spamming, so it's not spamming. It doesn't grab anything off of the other smart device at all.
Nice.
It just sends information, and then once you're past the 300 feet, it goes away.
Nice.
So it's not like it's invading your property or invading your
So does it show up as a notification, but it's not a text?
Right, it shows up as a notification, just how you get your notifications now, notifications that show up. Yeah. And then you have an option to click on it to go to the website.
It's such a good deal and you miss it?
That's right, just like the billboard signs. How many times you drive on our strip right now under 15 or 95, you see a billboard like, oh, who's that playing? What, the concert? And it goes away because they have the new LED
right? The rotating,
rotating billboards, right? The same thing like this, where it's by using technology to meet thousands and thousands of people.
I like that it's secure too.
Yes, very, very secure. That's one of the reasons that attracted me to this product, and use this new technology. And it's not really spammy, because after you move, you're away from it, so it shouldn't bother you.
And you don't have to do the dreaded unsubscribe.
Right, you don't have to do the dreaded unsubscribe or any of that stuff, because that would be annoying. Yes, and if you really are annoyed by this device, okay, here's an anti of this. You can go to your phone and go into settings and change your nearby settings to not pick up anything. So for those of you who are saying, "Oh no, I'm being hit by this," you can go there and change it. But
most
by
people
default,
won't, because they like that,
because they like the notifications you get.
Yes.
But if you ever got to a point, I get that question that people ask me, can they turn it off? But yes, you can turn it off on individual phones. If you'd like to find out more information about this, you can definitely contact me. Call my office at 702-868-0808. That's 702-868-0808. Or send me an email at info@mattjacksonjr.com. They have a special going on this month for this device, folks. 1 device, $25, 3 devices, $49 a month, and 8 devices, $99 a month. It goes up from there in September. So you definitely contact me about it, and we can get you signed up and get your device shipped off to you. Any questions you have, just let me know.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Good stuff. Yeah. I like it.
Thought I'd talk to you about it. I'm going to save this with Sonia. Let her know. Let her know.
I'd have to think about my 440 characters.
Yes, 40 characters. That's the fun part now, is trying to create a 40-character advertising, right?
Yes, exactly. That's awesome.
Pretty wild. Absolutely. Well, again, folks, thank you for this segment. Again, Sonia will be our next segment as well. We're going to get into smart cars and other things, IoT. It's going to be what we're going to talk about too. Internet of Things. Really exciting stuff here in Technology Review. We will be right back, folks, here in Technology Review after these important messages from our local sponsors. Thank you. Hi folks, welcome back to Technology Review. I am your host, Mac Jackson Jr. I'm here with my co-host today, Sonia Pedowick.
Hi. I don't know what to say. Hello, I'm back.
She's back. If you want to find more information about my company, MJ Computer Concepts, go on my Facebook page at facebook.com/Technology Review TV, or Twitter at twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr., or my website, macjacksonjr.com. Sign up for a free report on identity theft and fraud. In this segment, we called it Green Energy Technology. What is green energy technology? That's where we talk about electric bikes, electric cars, solar energy, and the IoT.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I'm going to start off by talking about IoT.
Okay,
because
let's do it.
Next week, Friday, at the Innovation Center.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, yeah, okay.
I will be a featured speaker there at the Innovation Center by Switch, talking about the rise of the Internet of Things.
Nice. The rise. It sounds evil.
Yes, the rise of the Internet of Things. And it could be.
Yes.
It could be.
Yes.
And I just basically, I'll do this lecture and this information on Internet of Things and educate the public on what's going on with it. Some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
We're slowly getting used to that, the Internet of Things, by wearing these smart watches, right? The
homes.
Our homes.
Yeah.
Tracking what we're doing.
Yeah.
There are shirts that are coming out, like Spanx, right? Undershirts you wear, Spanx, made with a material that's nanotechnology.
Yes.
These nanotechnology material can sense your sweat patterns, your breathing, your heart rate, your blood oxygen levels, right? And then transmit this information through your smartphone to your doctor somewhere in the world.
And so what is he supposed to be saying? Oh my gosh, Mac, you're about to have a heart attack?
Yes. And think about this. Or let's say you're drinking something, an alcoholic beverage, right? The information will be able to sense your body's reaction to it. Certain foods you eat, the body's reaction to it. So think about this, folks. We're talking cloud technology, which we've talked about forever on this show. Having all these databases in the cloud, now connected.
Oh my goodness.
And compared. So now your doctor may not be calling you.
Right.
It may not be your doctor. It may be that some website somewhere will send you that it sends you a text that says, "Hey, by the way, that alcohol you had an hour ago is showing that it's affecting your blood levels right now. You should go out for a walk."
Right. Drink some water, have some coffee.
Wow, how does this know?
Yeah.
And how it would know this? Because it would compare your personal identifiable information, folks, right, with a database of millions of other people, your same age, your same specifications, based upon doctors from around the world's patterns of how your body is reacting.
I don't know.
And now you're thinking, wow, should I eat that slice of pizza or eat a cake or whatever? And it compares your information to other people, knowing your body's like, you can predict how your body will react before it reacts to it.
So you sound very excited about this, but
I'm excited about it because it's something we all should know, because slowly we're getting into these things. But I think by educating the public like this and talking about it, and we could say, you know what, so we don't really like that.
Because I think it's a lot of information out there.
Yes, lots of information, and once that information is there, who has access to it? You think it's just between you and your doctor, but what about these people in the middle, like your insurance companies, your employer, people who don't like you, haters, and they grab that information and use it against you.
I can just imagine like I'm grasping at straws here, but like a custody battle between children, and now the strange spouse says this one was doing this, and I have data proof that she was drinking while they were supposed to be watching my children. Oh my goodness.
Let's look at that scenario. Perfect. Let's say that because of global GPS of the with the car picking up the child from point A to point B, knowing that the other parent was driving, and with this technology, you can detect how much alcohol they had, their blood level, if they were stressed. What about the stress as well? If these devices can sense if you're stressed or not. There's already talk of cars doing that. You get in your car and the lights in the car would change based upon your stress level as you're touching the steering wheel. It can detect your pulse, right?
See, there's so much of that is good, right? But it's always the flip side that I think you and I get into, where it's like, when is it too much, and how much out there is too much, and then what if it is used against us?
Right, and it can be used against you, but it will be given to us, and as it's being presented to us right now, as a convenience.
Yeah.
I mean, I have Alexa at home, and I'll say things, and then Alexa will work, and oh, wow, that's cool. Well, now Alexa can turn on things and turn off things in your home. Yeah. I programmed stuff like that, too, 15, 18 years ago, doing that type of technology. But just imagine how it all could interact.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You walk into your home knows how you feel.
Yeah.
Right? You walk into your house, the temperature automatically adjusts to either hot or cold based upon your temperature as you're driving home. Your home is like, oh wow, they're going to be stressed out today. Let me turn on some smooth music. Your house will be able to do that,
make
folks.
dinner and do the laundry for her.
Yes, smooth music. Or you had something, if you put something frozen in the microwave or in your crock pot before you went to work, right? Put the ingredients in your crock pot.
There is a crock pot with Bluetooth technology.
That's right. Yes, yes. I have it. I haven't like turned it on and attached it to my smartphone yet, but with my upcoming busy school year with the kids, it's something I want to get used to and figure out how to do. And imagine that crock pot during the middle of the day sent you a text message confirming if it should turn on or not, prepare dinner for you.
Because you would forget.
You would forget,
I would totally forget.
Now here's a computer calling you up in the middle of the day saying, should I turn on the crock pot, have dinner for you ready by 6:30? Do you want your children to be fed
today? Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, I do.
You're like, yes, please do. It does it for you. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, and so what about like self-driving cars and stuff too?
Yes, self-driving cars. Oh, wow, there was a rumor. Oh, there's a rumor out, self-driving cars. So people understand that there's self-driving cars that are coming out. Companies like Lyft and Uber are now testing these vehicles using global satellite lasers in front so they can know exactly where they are in vehicles and yada yada, right? There's a rumor out that that you can hack into a self-driving car by changing the sign, the speed sign on the road, right? If it says 65 miles an hour, you put a little tape over it to 95 miles an hour.
Oh my goodness.
And the car is supposed to be able to see that and I can drive fast. Wow. It turns out that that's just a rumor. It doesn't.
And how are they debunking it?
And they can debunk it because each city, municipality, has a DMV that lets them know in that stretch of the road what the speed limit should be. So it's in the database. There we go, the database. Now, if you're hacking to the database, well, it's a different story.
So you can't trick it while you're on the road. Just the sign.
Right. You can't change the sign to a different speed limit, but it will read it.
Because the car knows I'm on this street.
Yes, I'm on this street. GPS tells exactly its coordination where it's at, so it knows from a database how fast it should be going.
I did get out of a ticket once by saying I thought the speed limit was 95 because I was on the 95.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? That is funny. I think a cop would have said, okay, that is too funny.
There was a bunch of batting eyelashes too, but I did get out.
That, folks, she says, I'm on the 95, so I figured it was 95.
I really just didn't want that ticket.
That is hilarious. You got away with that.
I did.
Wow.
Sorry, Mom.
Well, that's an example of IoT, and it's fascinating how all these devices are connecting with each other, right? They're third-party devices, so the watch that you wear from Apple Watch may not work with the scale that you have at home. So you get on the scale, and it tells you your weight, but it also stores in a database of your weight every day that you stepped on it, and it's connected to another database that collected the intake of the food that you've eaten, that knows the calories of the food that you're eating based upon people, your size, your age, your weight, your sex, gives you prediction. Isn't that just amazing? More information for us.
It is all out there.
Yes. Yes. It was a cool thing that we did back in the day, that there was a company that had a little device that replaced a sprinkler head in your front yard. Right? So you get one of the sprinkler heads in your front yard, you twist it off, you twist on this new remote device that was wireless. That was before Bluetooth existed back in the day. It uses the X10 technology. Okay, folks, I know you guys have an X10, but X10 technology. What it did, it sensed if the ground was wet or not before it turned on the sprinklers.
So if it was already moist, it didn't
if it already rained, it didn't need to turn on the sprinkler system.
Smart. See, those things are good.
Those things are fun.
And things of convenience.
Having a smart home that can actually work with your lifestyle.
But then you do have to risk it being hacked, and then now you've opened your home up.
Yes, your phone being hacked, and that can't be
scary.
But those are some of the things we talk about in IoT. So, folks, if you don't know what IoT is, and you're in Las Vegas next week, next Friday, definitely come to the Innovation Center, and I'm going to give a presentation about that.
But that's something you go over to in your assessment when you do like a company assessment, and maybe what tools and things they could use for automation.
Absolutely.
Better.
Absolutely. Assessment of what they should use for their business.
Yeah.
Also, we talk about policies and procedures as well for companies, what they should have. We're going to talk about your company as well.
Yes.
Wow, Sonia, that was quick.
I know. More time. We need more time.
We'll do it again. Folks, join us next week here on Technology Review. Have a great weekend, folks. See you then. Bye now.
Hi everybody, welcome to Geeks R Sexy TV show. I'm your host, Michelle Davis, and my co-host, Jen Zen, is in the house. And we are here with Jason LeDuc, and he is from Evil Genius Leadership Consultants. He is the head honcho of this company. And what this company is, well, hi Jason, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And so what this company is for any managers, if you own your own business, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to strengthen your management skills, you want to sharpen them a little bit and get right down to where you can help your employee help your business, that's where Jason can help you out. Go to evilgeniusleadership.com, and he's also on YouTube. So Jason, how's it going?
Everything's going great. It's been a great day.
Yeah. We have a great video we're going to play for you today. Can you tell us what it's about?
Yeah, today we're going to talk a little bit about nonverbal communication and body language and active listening. So there's a couple things that go on in the video, but communication skills are very important as a manager and as someone who works for a manager. And the more we can understand what's going on in somebody's head, whether they're the one communicating to us or we're communicating to them, and we're seeing if they're really receiving the message we're trying to send, the better off we'll be when we're communicating. So today we're going to show you in the video how to interpret some of the signals you might see from people you're talking to as you're talking to them, and some ways that you can exhibit those signals if you want to make sure you're showing that you're interested in what someone's saying.
So kind of like, for example,
yes.
Jen, we're talking back and forth to each other.
I use my hands a lot when I talk to you.
Yeah, and one of the things I see with body language, that's the word of the day, everybody, is that, you know, it's not only what you say, but it's how your body is communicating with someone. So nonverbal communication.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was like, you were to say, hey Michelle, how's it going?
Hey Michelle, how's it going?
I'm okay. It's
Oh,
all right.
she's sad.
Yeah.
She's sad. She's upset.
But let's try this again.
Hey Michelle, how's it going?
I'm good.
She's ecstatic. She's happy. She's revved up and ready to go.
That's what we're talking about. Nonverbal communication. It's how
By the way, when you're
body
happy,
is
you have to
moving.
say it in a high voice.
Yes, I know. It's like, hi!
That's how we do it.
Is that kind of what we're talking about?
That's exactly what we're talking about, is watching someone's reaction to what you're saying to them. And you two showed a really great example here, because as you were talking to each other, even though we're on TV and we're talking to the cameras a little bit, you had good eye contact with each other, and it was showing that you were both engaged in what each other were saying, as well as paying attention to the tone of each other's voice, the pitch of each other's voice, and the volume and timbre of each other's voice as well. So there were a couple things, even though you guys were doing a really good example, you were exhibiting an even better example of what great nonverbal communication is.
So we're going to play this video for you, and when we get back, we're going to do that same example, but in a business situation. She's going to be my boss. So watch this.
Do you sometimes feel like you're not always getting the message from someone else? Active listening and paying attention to nonverbals can help. Welcome back, and congratulations on taking one more step towards becoming one of the great leaders of tomorrow. This week we have another tip to help us all be better communicators, and we can all do that by paying attention to nonverbals and engaging in active listening. Active listening is when we treat listening as a conscious effort to understand what other people are saying to us, instead of just passively collecting whatever information makes it through our ears and into our brain. Paying attention to nonverbal communication can tell us if people are actively listening to us, and showing solid nonverbals can show other people that we're actively listening to them. So how can we all be better at active listening? As we've talked about in other videos, letting people finish what they're saying without interrupting, correcting, or judging is the best way to really understand their message. If it's helpful, take notes or write down questions that you have so you can ask them when the person is done speaking. It's very important not to prepare your rebuttals or responses while you're listening, because you may miss important information. When the speaker is done, summarizing their points before moving on is a good way to confirm that you understood the message they were trying to get across. After summarizing and getting that confirmation, now's the time to ask clarifying questions and state your position. Throughout the communication process, it's very important to be aware of body language and other nonverbal communication, both when we're listening and when we're speaking. Examples of nonverbals we want to be aware of are eye contact. Effective eye contact can show that we're engaged in listening, but we also don't want to stare the whole time. Use periodic eye contact with others, whether you're speaking or listening. Smiling is a way to show that we're paying attention and support the speaker or agree with what they're saying. Even if we don't agree 100%, smiling can help the speaker feel welcome to share their thoughts without fear of being judged. Just like eye contact, though, we don't want to have an enormous grin the whole time, but an occasional smile helps out a lot. Posture is another nonverbal cue if we are listening and engaged. Active listeners will typically lean forward into the conversation, or might tilt their head or rest their head on one hand. Slouching, turning away, or fidgeting might indicate to the speaker that we're not listening. Finally, if we see our listeners automatically mirroring our facial expressions, it's a good sign that they're listening and have empathy and are engaged in what we're saying. If we're the listener, we need to be very careful not to consciously mimic the speaker because this is often a sign of inattention. When it comes to active listening, the best thing we can do is be conscious of our behavior and the behavior of others, especially when it comes to nonverbal communication. So the next time you're out with a group of people, pay attention to your own nonverbal cues and see what other people are doing and try to figure out how many people are engaged or in active listening. Then the next time you're speaking, see how many people are actively listening to you. You can find out more about active listening and nonverbal communication at the link below. We got a lot of the ideas and tips for this video from that article, so check it out. If you found this helpful, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter and join us every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time for a live interactive leadership discussion on Blab. Click off on that globe to the right. That'll get you subscribed to our email list, and that'll bring all of our content direct to your inbox. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, the future is out there. Lead the way.
Wasn't that a great video, Jen?
Very informative video, I have to say.
Taught you a little thing or two about non-communication, huh?
Enjoyed it.
Nonverbal communication.
Learned a lot.
Now, Jason, kind of tell us a little bit more about that video and where people can find you more if they want to get in contact with you.
Well, what you saw in the video were some very extreme examples of nonverbal communication, both good examples and examples of not so good nonverbal communication. And the important thing really is not to worry too much about whether you're doing the extreme example of it or not, but is just be conscious of the nonverbal signals that you give off and be conscious of the nonverbal signals that others are giving off. And if you're in a workplace environment, you're going to get to know your coworkers and you're going to get to understand them and learn more about them. You're going to get used to their signals. So it's really more about being conscious about it, and then once you become conscious about it, then you can start to kind of actively manage the nonverbal communication that you give off. As far as if you want to learn more about that, you can always contact us at info@evilgeniusleadership.com. Check out our YouTube channel, Evil Genius Leadership Consultants. We're all over social media under the same name except for Twitter, where we're Evil Genius Lead. But check all those places out. We put out a lot of great different content that it goes beyond just the communication aspects of leadership. We get into the mindset of leadership, and we give you a lot of really practical tools for things like managing your time, managing the skills on your team, and helping your team manage their time as well.
When it comes down to it, it's what you value, too.
Absolutely. It's all about priorities.
The one thing that he has taught me, what do you value? Manage your time around that. So, Jen, let's reenact.
Role play?
Yeah.
I love it.
So you're my boss.
Oh, no.
And you're asking me to come into your office. And it could be for any reason whatsoever, but it's about how you communicate. Now, we're going to go into I wouldn't say the bad version. I'll just say the serious version first.
You want me to do something serious without laughing?
Well, I mean, we'll try. We'll try our best.
All right.
Just say try.
Right. So I'll just...
Michelle, come into my office right now.
Okay.
See, I'm not supposed to start laughing.
That was good, though. You did a great job.
but I'm
But
really
did you see I was scared? I was
really bad at being
nervous. I
mean.
didn't know what I was expecting. Now come off like you just got skilled from Evil Genius Leadership.
Michelle, I really need to talk to you right now, but it's not bad. I want to tell you you're doing a great job.
Oh.
I'd like to take you to dinner, talk about all the great efforts you're making here at the company. You're doing fantastic, and it's time for a raise.
That's what I'm talking about. Happy Friday. I'm out.
Oh no, she left.
No, we're going to dinner. No, that was great. That was awesome. Now, Jason, what did you think of that?
I think it was great. And while we were doing a little bit of play acting here, when you did the first version, you actually kind of unconsciously did something, and you covered yourself with your papers. And that's something. That's something when you see your employees, or even when you see your manager do that, when you cover yourself, that means you're trying to hide yourself from what's going on. And I don't know if you did that consciously or not, but you brought those up in front of you. So your acting was very good because she on a very visceral, on a very physical and emotional level tried to cover herself from what was coming. So, and then in the second example, you were very unconsciously smiling. The corners of your eyes were up, and you were very receptive to what she was saying. And I'm pretty sure these were unconscious things that you were doing, even though we were doing a little bit of a play acting exercise.
I love that.
That was awesome.
So go to YouTube, Evil Genius Leadership. Check out Jason on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And thank you so much for coming back on Geeks R Sexy.
Thanks for having me. I love coming.
Awesome, everybody. Stay tuned for more right here on WCOBM.
Gail from KTLA News. We just finished up doing a little kickoff for the Santa Monica Miss Fitness Shape of America pageant. I am at the Hearst convention in LA 2012. I am at the Fitness Zone in West Hollywood today. I am at the LA Fitness Expo with Nicole Wilkinson. We're at the Metrics booth right now. A lot of people here. We're having a great time. So many people are stopping by and getting our autograph. And I'm over at the Quest Bar booth. We had a lot of people today and having a great weekend.
Hey everybody, welcome to Geeks R Sexy TV show. I'm your host, Michelle Davis. My co-host, Jen Zen, is in the house.
Hello.
Hey Jen, give out your social media because I know everyone wants to follow you.
Do they really want to follow me? Oh.
Stalkers.
Okay,
No.
well, on Twitter, I like Twitter a lot, so I'm at Jen Zen Official, but it's Jen Zen with 2 N's.
Okay.
I cannot stress this enough because there's other Jen Zens out there in the world. I also have a website, genzen.com. That's the best way to get a hold of me, and you can email me there and contact me directly.
And the amazing dun-dun-dun-dun, Jody T. Hart from Jody T. Hart Fitness and Jody T. Hart TV. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
How is your show going?
Amazing. Well, I've only had one, but I'm having another one on this Monday
Yay.
at 12 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time for you guys, but you can watch it anytime. And this lovely lady, we finally get to interview her. Michelle's going to be on.
Yay.
Yay. I'm so excited.
I'm not invited.
You can...
Oh, you...
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, no.
Are you available at 12?
Hold on a second.
I just want to put her under pressure.
I'm like, no, don't do that. You can come.
You can come. You're invited as well.
I'll eat a protein bar.
But
Yes,
everybody,
come to
I
the show.
love these bars. I can't tell you enough. They come in so many different flavors. And right now I'm actually doing them on my giveaway. So if you go to my Instagram, 702ROX, ROX, it's really easy to enter in, and I'm going to be giving away some of these bars every week. So I hope you guys can tune in and join in to her show and my IG. And for right now, we're talking about the new label of the Empower bars. I've been waiting. I've been anticipating. What's it going to be? As long as you don't change the flavors, you're actually adding some more.
Correct.
Ooh.
I'm so excited.
So Michelle's been with me for a while,
Yes.
and she's known the process that, yes, it was been hush-hush. I am changing the name simply for patent reasons. So the new name and everything's going to be released probably in about a month, 30 days, so end of September. And at that time, I'm releasing 2 new flavors. And I've also created a couple other flavors recently, which are amazing to die for.
Can you tell us?
Ooh.
Can you tell us?
Give us
I
like a
want
hint.
to,
so
Like a
excited.
hint.
if you could pick one flavor ever that you wanted, I created it.
Oh!
I'll just say that.
I mean,
and it's
And
really, really
that's enough. That's a wrap.
good. So, yes, I'm releasing all new packaging, a new name release. I took on an amazing business partner to help me with all this.
Yay.
And I'm actually going to have him on my show on Monday, and he's going to be talking about his gyms, his backgrounds, his supplement line,
Cool.
and how we've kind of combined all this. And I'm really excited about that. And also, Michelle's going to be on my show. Yay!
Love it. I'm her biggest fan.
She
I am.
is.
I really am. And what
She's the
I'm
number one stalker, I promise.
I am. I watched all her videos, and I know she was kind of creeped out, but she's on the network now, and I got just what I wanted. I got Jody T. Hart on her own show talking about Empower bars, and me being a brand ambassador, I can't tell you enough how much I love these bars. I give them to everybody. I gave Jen one today.
You did. I'm excited because I see it's lactose free, which is a big thing for
Yep.
me. I know that's
Yay.
weird, but I like stuff that's lactose free,
Awesome.
actually. And
Yes.
to
Yes,
be
it
honest,
is.
it's a little bit unusual
Yeah.
with protein bars because you see a lot of, I think, whey protein, which has some lactose
It
in it. Is that right? So this is great. This is perfect for me.
So another thing I want to talk about is the brand ambassadorship program for all the ladies and guys out there who want to be a part of the new bar. Did you announce the name yet? I didn't hear you announce the name. But anyways, Empower Bar. If you're interested in being a brand ambassador, I know you guys have been seeing me tag these bars. Just get a hold of me, message me. I might even come up to you and kind of talk about representing a protein bar line. And if so, I think you might want to jump on board with this brand ambassadorship program, which it's really easy. You just like the bars, pass them out to your friends, see if maybe you can get one or two of your friends to do a monthly, membership where they buy a box or two, and you get to be able to wear tanks and represent the products and shout it out on your social media. These bars, I love them. And I think the biggest thing of it is that it's with stevia. It doesn't have any sugar, alcohol, or artificial sweeteners, which for me, if I have a really sensitive digestive stomach, and so with me and what I'm eating, I got to constantly make sure I'm eating the right things, because I can't be having any stomach issues with training.
Exactly.
And
it's not good.
No, but for right now, I'm in prep mode for my competition, so that's why I'm giving away a lot of these bars. So you guys should jump on board, get the free bars, do the giveaway, and then be a brand ambassador. It's that easy.
Thank you, Michelle. And I'll be honest, I've never even asked her to do any posts for me, and she just obviously loves the product and loves giving them out to her friends. So I am so excited and happy that she's been doing that. So thank you.
Absolutely.
You're good like that. When you like something, you really get behind it.
I do.
We call that organic marketing in the biz.
And you know what I love is that I love to brand local Vegas companies.
You do.
For me, I really like the fact that this is a Vegas network, even though it's worldwide.
Yeah.
But I really like to tell people, hey, everything that I'm endorsing and that I'm affiliated with, these are Vegas products. These are Vegas CEOs, entrepreneurs. These are people who live in my city, and I'm representing it to the best. And that's why I'm telling you guys that if you are in Vegas and you live here and you see me at the gym, don't be afraid to come up and say, hey, I want to endorse that Empower Bar you're talking about the other day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It really helps when you work with people who, when you believe in their product and they're hardworking like you do. I mean, let's be honest, you make and pack and ship everything. She doesn't have
herself.
She does it herself. She doesn't have any employees.
I
know. She needs a hug.
What?
But it's true. I mean, and on top of that, you have your 2 dogs. You work with charity. You do a lot of local live events.
I do.
And so you're always on the go. Busybody. I really look up to people like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What are the most popular flavors?
White chocolate peanut butter.
I could
Really?
answer that.
That's the best one.
You want me to tell you why?
Yeah.
She
why?
makes the white chocolate chips by hand.
I do.
You're like,
I know.
She's like Santa Claus of Power Bars.
She is.
She's like a workshop in
They're
her
amazing.
house, like little
They're so
elves.
good.
And they're making this stuff.
I need some elves, yes.
Oh my gosh! Now calling all elves.
I know, right?
Power Bar elves. So it's white chocolate peanut butter. That's the most popular
So
flavor.
good.
It does sound
But I don't want to say too much. But this new one that I created is even better than the
Really?
white chocolate peanut butter. If you
When
can
are you going
imagine.
to announce the name? You said you were going to announce it
Okay, I'm
today.
going to announce it.
Okay.
Here we go. Drum roll. Crave with a C.
Woo!
That's hot.
I'm craving the new
You're
Crave
gonna
bars.
crave these bars.
That's hot.
I like that name.
I like it too.
Yeah,
It's good.
That's catchy.
Very catchy.
Yeah.
And
So,
sexy.
Yes, the Empower Bars is gonna have to get buried soon.
That's
but
okay.
I promise you, I didn't change the recipe at all. It's actually a little bit better. Shelf life is a little bit longer. So
Cool.
I promise you, same exact nutritionals on everything.
So all of my Team Platinum Physique people, I know you've gotten these bars, and you can look me up because I'm in prep mode. So this whole box of bars has got your guys' names on it. Come find me, LVAC. Jody, I'll see you Monday.
Monday at 12.
Yeah,
Awesome.
right here on WCOBM, Jen.
Yes, ma'am.
And stay right here because you're not going anywhere.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
Nowhere. All right, don't go anywhere. Bye.
Hi, Jody Sehar here at Gold's Gym in Venice. I'm here with my friend Heather Clay, and today we're focusing on a great glute workout and hamstring workout, and we're going to do one of my favorite exercises, which is walking lunges, and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate them for you.
Let's say you have a patient with circulation problems. You want to give them targeted foods and targeted recipes specifically for the circulatory system. Start by clicking the health goals at the top of the page. We have over 50 different health goals to choose from. Select circulatory system. This takes you to a page that is all about the best foods and recipes for the circulatory system. Scroll down to the section titled Recommended Foods. You can scroll through these or just click View All to see them all at once. There are over 41 foods listed that score high for the circulatory system. You can see that beets score 100 points, cranberries score 98 points, turmeric scores 96 points, and so on. Click on beets and we give you a high-level summary on why beets score 100 points for the circulatory system. The high nitrate content is responsible for vasoprotective effects. Beets can reduce blood pressure. Beets significantly reduce LDL cholesterol and increase the good cholesterol. We then provide you with links to the PubMed studies that support this summary. For example, there are 2 human studies and 2 lab studies. When you click on one of these studies, it takes you to the PubMed article. All of the research points to PubMed. If you aren't familiar with PubMed, you need to be. PubMed is the government-run curator of real biomedical research. It ensures your advice is actually supported by research and not just some hearsay, anecdotal evidence that could get you into trouble. Click on cacao powder. There are 4 human studies and 3 academic reviews that link the benefits of cacao to the circulatory system. If you're making a healthy smoothie, that's great. But wouldn't it be quite a bit better if you would use targeted foods that directly help the cardiovascular or the circulatory system? We take it one step farther. We have recipes below the recommended foods that use the recommended foods, so you can give your patient a smoothie that has those recommended foods in them. Now you've taken your smoothie recipe and you've targeted it directly for the circulatory system. There are over 36 recipes that scored well for the cardiovascular system. The score is calculated based on the scores of the individual ingredients being used and how much of the ingredient is being used in the recipe. You can see that breast cancer tea scores 100 points, UTI cranberry orange scores 91 points, and so on. So when you have a patient with circulatory problems, cardiovascular problems, you can choose one of these recipes and it's directly targeting those problems with the smoothie recipes. So when I have a patient with cardiovascular problems, I spend 3 to 5 minutes with that patient showing them how to use the website. And since the website is free for you to use and your patients to use, the patient can go home and look up those recipes absolutely free. What I just showed you was a long long way to look up the recipes. Now I'm going to show you a shortcut. Click on the recipe section. This page has all of our recipes. We currently have over 100 to choose from. This is a great filter. Go ahead and click on circulatory system. The recipes now filter to only show you the recipes that score at least 80 points for the circulatory system. Let's say your patient is also dealing with immune system issues. You can click on the immune system as well. The recipes filter further to show you the recipes that score well for both the circulatory and the immune system. Another thing I want to point out about the filter is in the ingredients tab. In this tab, you can select certain ingredients to include or exclude. For example, let's say you want to exclude the recipes with bananas from the search results. Simply click the minus sign, then click bananas, and we have now narrowed the list of recipes down to 7 recipes. This website took us 2 years to build and thousands of man hours, so you can quickly look up the targeted foods for your patients, and your patients can use the website at home.
Hi, welcome to Geeks R Sexy TV show. I'm your host, Michelle Davis, and my co-host, Jen Zen, is in the house, my partner in crime. It's been so long since you've been on the show.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but it feels like the first time.
Oh, high school picture.
I kind of feel vintage today.
I know, I love those glasses.
I got some I don't know what's happening here.
They look good on you.
In the 1950s, just this
the
side of
look
the
good
studio.
on you too.
Very sexy.
Oh,
in a 1950s sort of
in a
way.
1950s sort of way.
It's very clean.
So, everybody, I want to tell you something. I am doing a giveaway on my Instagram, 702 Rocks, and I'm actually giving away my Nutrition Advisor smoothie packet. It's a superfood smoothie packet, and if you go and you follow my Nutrition Advisor and some other products, you actually enter a chance to win the giveaway prize. So, I hadn't had Dr. John Fitzgerald, on the show for a while, so I messaged him, and it was literally like 10 o'clock at night. I was like, hey, you want to come on the show tomorrow? He was like, sure. I was like, sweet. It was like that. And so he's here, and he's got a new protein powder, and he's got new labeling. And did you guys see that video about how intensely cool his website is? Yeah. We're going to talk about how you can get a free sample pack of all of these mixes worth $15 shipped straight to your door with their new courses on their website. Nice. That's so geeked out right now. I had so much fun. I just did the course. It was 5 courses. Wow. About 2 minutes each course. Took me like 30 minutes, right? Okay, I was going to say, I hope it wasn't like 2 hours you're hoping me to work on it. But, and it was easy. I learned all about what superfoods are, how they help you, why his company was made, all about them, and why their website is amazing. So, Dr. John Fitzgerald, welcome back to Geeks R Sexy.
Wow, it's been a couple years.
It has been.
Big changes around here.
Lots of changes.
We met
There's
back
an air-conditioned room over there now. It's
no,
nice.
Thanks, Gene. So we met way back at KLAV back in the day. Wow. And so you even came on to Geeks R Sexy, one of my very first shows.
Oh, nice.
And so now he's back, and we're now talking about the brand new labeling and everything of my Nutrition Advisor. So let's first talk about you, how you were an all-star Hall of Famer in football back in the day.
Wow.
High school, yeah.
Well, I'm
and
like,
college.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was in Hall of Fame college.
Well, we're just going to say you are, just to make you sound
well, it said that.
But
it
I
said
played
Hall
in college.
Of Fame 2000s.
Hall of Fame in high school, and then I played in college.
That's cool.
But
where did you attend college?
Simpson College.
Cool.
And what was your major?
Biochemistry.
And your spine was really messed up.
Yeah, you shouldn't play football and be smaller than everybody else. Not a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
So your chiropractor worked with you, and he taught you a lot of things about life that you actually thought secondly about your major and what you wanted to do with your career.
Right. What happened was he fixed my neck, and I had a lot of pain down my arms. It went away, so I decided I wanted to be a chiropractor. So I transferred, and then I already had, I was already heavy into nutrition with the biochemistry degree. My dad got cancer, and then I went full bore into cancer therapies and all this stuff, and read the Gerson therapy, and just went out with nutrition. So when I became a chiropractor, I was already taking outside nutrition classes.
So I became very good at that and got certified in something called functional medicine. And I've taught that for years to other doctors, so I'm pretty well known for nutrition stuff.
That's great.
And this all came from that.
He had his own radio show for 5 years talking about nutrition.
That's incredible. And you know, the superfood keyword is really big nowadays because everybody's talking about how you can almost treat, you know, cancer and diseases with the food you put in your body. Sometimes it can be that, you know, basic. Yep. And we're kind of learning it for the first time, actually.
Cancer sections on the website.
Okay.
For breast cancer and a bunch of different types of cancer, and I show the research on which foods are the most effective for you to eat if you have cancer. It's a tool to use. So if I have this condition, I can eat these foods. Your doctor should tell you the foods, but the site was built for doctors, but anybody can go on it. So I can quickly say, hey, you have gout. Here's the foods you should eat. Here's smoothie recipes with those foods in them.
Let's talk about Matt Fitzgerald, your cousin, and how you guys created My Nutrition Advisor 2011. He needed some help kind of with meal prepping and losing a little bit of weight, and you helped him so much that you guys wanted to kind of co-partner together, and boom, this is what you get. Wow. Right here.
Yeah, that's it. So what happened was he played soccer in college and then got a desk job at Accenture, was a consultant, gained some weight. And then he said, hey, what can I do? And I would give people targeted smoothie recipes.
Nice. And they wouldn't follow them.
No, they would never follow them.
And then you tried to give them meal plans. They didn't follow.
They didn't follow the meal plan.
If you're in a contest mode like you are, people follow them.
I follow them.
See, when I did all of this, I'm pretty well known because I gave nutrition plans to the UFC fighters, and I did that for years. And I have probably several hundred athletes, professional.
So
they follow them, but regular people don't follow.
They're in training mode, right?
This right here, it specializes in creating the highest quality superfood mixes, which I want to play a video about the certification that you guys went through. Before we do, give out your social media contacts in case anyone wants to follow you.
Okay, Facebook is My Nutrition Advisor. Just look up that. And I don't know what the other ones are because I never go on.
You're on Twitter.
I'm on Twitter, Instagram.
It's My Nutrition Advisor.
My Nutrition Advisor.
But if you go to mynutritionadvisor.com, they have this course that you can take, and it's 5 small little videos. You take a quiz at each one. Super easy, people. And then you get free voucher to basically get 4 sample packets of each of these superfoods.
Nice.
And it's so fun, and they ship it to you for free, and it's at mynutritionadvisor.com.
Yeah, you'll have stuff to make 8 smoothies with what we send you.
That's great.
But watch this video, and it's going to emphasize exactly the process they went through to make sure that this is the most organic, healthiest, certified superfood mix for you. Check it out.
We're going to take a couple minutes and go through the certified quality of the My Nutrition Advisor superfood and smoothie protein products. Certifications for powders are very important. What powders are is they are dehydrated, concentrated food. For instance, if you take 30 pounds of wheatgrass and you dehydrate it, it condenses down to 1 pound of dehydrated powder. We are certified organic by the United States Department of Agriculture. Don't be fooled. If a company says organic or made with organic ingredients, it only has to be 70% organic. This means that 30% of the product can be full of pesticides. That's why we want a product that's certified organic like what My Nutrition Advisor has. There are many companies that make up their own badges and make up their own certifications. The badge that you need to look for is saying USDA certified organic. That means that you're buying an organic product. If you buy one of these made up badges, your product may only be 70% organic, and that means it's still full of pesticides. We are non-GMO verified by the Non-GMO Verified Project. That means our products do not contain genetically modified foods. Don't be fooled with the non-GMO verified badge. If it does not have that badge, it really doesn't mean anything. A lot of companies make up their own badges, but there's no independent verification. And when we go to buy products, a lot of companies will try to sell products that say non-GMO, but clearly about 1/3 of those products cannot pass the certification. So if it does not have the non-GMO badge, don't buy it. We are manufactured in FDA registered facilities. We also have the SQF certification and the HACCP certification. Our product is gluten-free tested. To be gluten-free, you need to be under 20 parts per million. Our product routinely tests below 5 parts per million. One other thing to note about gluten-free. Wheatgrass can be very confusing because of the name, but wheatgrass does not contain gluten. Our products are third-party heavy metal tested. This includes arsenic, cadmium, mercury, and lead. We test very good, showing we do not contain heavy metals. We also do not contain soy or dairy, and we're third-party tested for this. Some other claims we make is we are raw. That means our products are dehydrated at low temperatures. This means that it maintains the enzymes, which keeps the enzymes alive in our product. Very valuable. We're also vegan. We don't use animal products in our superfoods or our protein. Our product does not contain added sugar. It is simply superfoods.
My name is Aldo Mencato, I'm a fashion designer, and I'm here today to wish for everybody to enjoy my new collection. This collection specifically, I talk about Las Vegas Boulevard, also my second collection where I talk about Las Vegas Boulevard. You know why? Because Las Vegas is my home, America my country, and Las Vegas is my home. And Las Vegas is today is the #1, the most exciting city of the planet, you know. And I have the pleasure to live over here. And I love Vegas because I have the most big stages, lights, fancy city, sexy city. And sex appeal is my signature, you know. Las Vegas have, if you walk on the street or whatever, you see people, they wear all the different type clothing, you know. And Las Vegas have the pool parties. Las Vegas have, it's like 24 hours. Have a Grammys, red carpet, lights, big stage. It's amazing city, okay? Also, what inspired the most is see a lot of different people when they walk, and millions of people coming every day to Las Vegas, millions of people go away every day from Las Vegas. And that is the most inspired time for me to watch these people, to see that, and go to the shows, you know, because Las Vegas is fancy show city. You know, I bring a lot of different colors because that's what it is in my in my eyes, for me, what is Las Vegas? Is a color city. You know, the buildings, the casinos, lights, stages, fantasy, sexy, nightclubs, 24 hours. You know, nightclubs close 6 a.m., others open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And that's so inspiring because, you know, imagine how many people come into this city to have fun, to cut one birthday cake. And my collection is like this kind of fancy birthday cake. You know, I have all the different colors, and I have gowns to like red carpet. Because over here have, you know, these sexy parties on like Mandalay Bay and other casinos, beach parties, like whole day and night. And that is a big point for me too, okay? And right now,
hi everyone, welcome to Geeks R Sexy TV show. I'm your host, Michelle Davis, and my co-host, Jen Zen, is here to have some fun with me.
Hello.
Hello, hello. It's been a while since you've been here.
It has, and I've been having fun today, I have to say.
It's been
I'm
quick.
enjoying.
You gotta come back more often.
I know, I always say that. Whenever I come in, I'm like, why
I get more viewers on my YouTube channel when you're on.
It's because we make jokes the whole time and we just laugh.
I like our energy, the yin and the yang. You know, Vegas, it's this guy's city, and if you saw in the video, it's all about fashion, and his passion is for fashion. Aldo Mincanto, welcome to Geeks R Sexy.
Yay.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
I know. We've been messaging back and forth.
I have been watching you and watching your show, and you know, I'm so glad you've been here.
Thank you so much. And I love your fashion, your creativity. Tell a little bit about your background and how you got started.
Wow.
Being a designer.
It's a very long story, but I try to make short story. I grew up in Brazil countryside, like where had no electricity, no lights, you know, no TV, no nothing.
No Netflix?
No. Oh no, nothing. Have nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No Uber?
No Uber. Only no. Yeah, the Uber was a horse.
Oh, okay.
Was great. My Uber was horse.
His name was Ned.
Yeah. No. Also no. No car. No nothing. It was very far from the city. Very small town. And I come from a huge Italian family, you know, 14 kids. I'm the number 14 also. And then I was 6 years old. I was helping my mom to sew and, you know, make clothing and milk the cow, 6 a.m., all this stuff. But then when I was 15 years old, I moved to the city. When I was like impressed with TV, I said, oh my God, the people talking inside, you know. And then I went doing something involved like TV, all this stuff. But I never realized, I never thought about to be a designer. But something happened after. My mom, she never went to the school. Her dream was learning to read the Bible. Well, that was her dream.
Okay.
But on the countryside, you don't have those things, you know, like you cannot go, normally don't go to the school. And then after my mom passed away, one day I was walking in São Paulo on the fashion industry, and I looked on red fabric, and I don't know, I stopped right there, I had a vision. I saw the picture, you know, this beautiful red dress. Ooh. And I know that's from my mom.
That's so cool.
My mom gave me that because before, I remember, I never will forget that. Before she passed away, she said one thing for me: I don't want to die before I see you happy.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
And I know that's for a gift for my mom. Anyway, then I start doing fashion, start sewing, start have ideas, dreams, and with me, like when I get the paper to make a sketch, you know, or something, like I doing something for you. I look at you, I know already. I see the picture, I see how the dress flowing, I know your hair, makeup done, shoes, everything, jewelry.
Well, I have an idea for you.
Okay, let's talk.
So I'm in a bikini fitness competition in November, and I was hoping you could design me a bikini to wear.
It'll be such a pleasure.
I'm excited.
Also, in 3 weeks, I launch I'm so freaking nervous.
No, don't be
nervous. In 3 weeks, I will launch the first time over here in America. I love America. And my first swim line, swimsuit line.
Yay!
Bikinis, bodies.
I'm asking right in time.
Yes, and then also for the girls, I have the boys, the Brazilian Speedo.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's show some of his designs.
Let's do it. I'm going to be your props manager.
She's going to be the
today.
Vanna White. She's going to show the dresses. So with each of these dresses, kind of give an idea of how they were created or how long you took to create them.
This dress have 15 years, all hand embroidery, and it's kind of like I will never sell this dress.
It's real vintage.
Because, yeah, exactly, because it's one after before I lost everything in Brazil, what happened with me, with the franchise companies, all this stuff. And I thought this was lost too, but then Miss Helena, as with my soul in Brazil, she make everything for me. She sent this dress for me.
Nice.
And then I said, I thought it was lost, but I never will sell.
Beautiful. Now I did have a guest that wore one of your dresses, Yelena Bree,
oh,
realtor.
Yes,
she came on the show. Jen was one of the co-hosts.
She's great, yeah.
Yeah, she also, I think last week she had another event, she wore one of my gowns. I love her.
So
She's
I noticed
so sweet
that and I
me.
said, oh wow, I'm having him as a guest on the show. And that's such a coincidence.
And you know, when you need it, come on.
Hey, I love that.
Come to my house, we have a tea, and you go there and choose what you like to wear.
I love this. Look how
so
flowy that is.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this fabric over here, see Miss Helena in Brazil, she made all this. You see, you don't need it. Normally you're traveling and your dress need the airing or the dress, or you don't need it because we make the fabric like that. You see, under over here is a plain, you see? It's a different. It was
it's
like
kind of
that.
cinchy up at the waist and then it flows down.
Exactly.
This is the style that I like to wear. I like to wear the raised waist style.
Yeah, this is on
I can see that on you,
It's
Jen.
flattering, I feel, on my figure. Yeah,
you're welcome to wear, okay?
Styles.
You're welcome to wear.
Beautiful.
So
this is one of kind.
Yeah. So you got to check out Alderman Canto. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
And I still learn how doing Twitter.
Really?
So
it's just like an instant kind of thing.
I know. I think it's so complicated for me. I love Instagram.
Look at this dress.
This one is all hand embroidery. Beautiful. Okay, and this one, my favorite skirt because it's so flowing, you know.
So how long did this take you to design?
This is like 15 minutes.
Really?
10
Just
minutes.
to draw the design?
Yeah.
And
it's more the details to show more this part of here.
Gorgeous.
Normally is, I try make it exactly all the points. You see the beads over here. I try make it the color, everything. This take longer. But the rest not.
Looks like we got someone knocking at the door. But anyways, Jen.
Yes,
this has been a fun time, hasn't it?
I loved it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, and a wonderful story.
It is.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Alda, for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure.
And
Anytime.
everybody, don't forget, follow Geeks R Sexy on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we'll see you next time right here on WCOBM.
Hi everybody, welcome to Variety Talk live in Las Vegas. I am your host, Lady Linda, and today we have a very special show for you, so please make sure you sit back and relax and get ready to be entertained. We have the entertainment guru here with us, Mr. Aaron Wells from the group Cameo, and he will be talking to us on the first half about his independence with his new CD, Independent. So everybody sit back, relax, and on the second half we're going to have Mr. Joseph Smith, and he will be introducing someone who is outstanding. So welcome to Variety Talk. We'll see you in a minute.
Gene Wood's Racing Experience, named for the racing veteran and three-time champion, packs big racing action into extremely fast, high-performance karts that let you battle the other competitors side by side, just inches off the ground. Though the Las Vegas Strip provides a glittering backdrop, to the drivers at Gene Wood's Racing Experience, the blinking lights are all a blur. Behind the wheel of the high-performance karts, you'll zip around the half-mile track at speeds faster than other standard racing karts' top speeds. Drivers learn to commandeer the speedy karts through an instructional video before they are let loose onto the curving track for 10 heart-pounding laps. We are located at 121 East Sunset Boulevard in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You know what? It's time to go racing. Let's get her done!
Social media has changed the game. There are no rules to be made. So ask yourself, who writes the rules? Are you? The forefront of social media is evolving, and the primary force is taking a huge shift in the way the world communicates. So how do we communicate? Through social media. Today, 1 in 4 consumers shop online, and businesses are having to be more personable with their brand than ever before. So for the past few years, I've researched how social media has connected faster to consumers in 2 years than radio, TV, magazines, and billboards combined did in 30 years. So the value exchange between products, human connections, is the magic that social media brings to life. I have an easy strategy to successfully show you how I can build a simple yet effective way for your social media program to be excelled for your business. Let me clear the path and assist you with producing, building, and strengthening your social media connections. Let me guide you to writing the rules to your game. I'm Michelle Davis, and I am the Social Media MD. Call for a free consultation or visit me at thesocialmediamd.com.
Hi, I'm Daylin Woods. Welcome to Woods Family Sandwiches. I've always had a passion for food. When I lived in England, I owned my own restaurant. Then when we moved back to the United States, an opportunity came to open a sandwich shop, and I just wanted to get back into it. We have here at Woods Family Sandwiches wraps as well as salads and soups. We offer only the finest ingredients to our customers. We have boar's head meats and cheeses. We have fresh bread, fresh produce, great soups daily that we prepare for our customers, kosher whole pickles, Deep River Kettle One chips. We have a variety of wraps, or you can make any sub a wrap, any sub a salad. Come on in for our daily specials. We are located at 931 American Pacific, number 106, Henderson, or call us for your deliveries or pickups at 702-826-2230. Here at Woods Family Sandwiches, we're family owned and operated.
We are looking forward to seeing you.
All right, everybody, we're back, and word up, everybody. Welcome to Variety Talk Live here in Las Vegas, and in case you haven't figured it out, we are definitely here with the man himself from Cameo, the bass player that is outside of this world, Mr. Aaron Mills. So everybody, without further ado, I'd like to bring him right onto the show. Aaron, welcome to the show.
What's up, Vegas? This is Aaron Mills, but I'm not in Vegas. I'm right here in Lancaster, California.
Lancaster.
Cameo, we get ready to Lancaster, baby. It's hot. It's hotter than Vegas out here.
I was just about to say that, Aaron. I know in Vegas it's like, what, over 105 degrees, I believe, today. So, and Lancaster is pretty hot. So, you know what? But why not? You know, Cameo is hot. Aaron Mills is hot. So you might as well be in hot Lancaster.
I'm telling you. Linda, thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
Oh, happy to have you, Aaron. It's always a joy when you can come and visit with us. You know, we are just so honored to have you. And just with all of the work, 30 years of dedication to this industry says an awful lot. All sorts of Grammy Awards. I'm sorry?
Yeah.
You know, so well-deserved. But you go right ahead. Tell us what's going on, Mr. Independent.
Mr. Independent is what's going on. I'm trying to just do music and be happy. And I have a song out called Independent. You can purchase it with Bandcamp, iTunes, CD Baby, the whole 9 yards. It's out there to purchase, and everybody's liking the song. I want to tell everyone I appreciate the great support, and just trying to have some fun. Trying to make some music.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? That is all about making music, and I don't know about you, but I don't know about everybody else out there, the 9 million who are watching. But I know I've been a Cameo fan for quite some time, and I hope we get an opportunity to play even some of the favorites. We just finished with Word Up, and for those out there who been sleeping up under a rock, and may not have had an opportunity to check it out, we're just sharing some of the old and bringing them up to the new, because it is a new day with you. And I checked out that CD, and I cannot wait for everybody to check it out. So tell us a little bit about what gave you the idea to become independent with that new CD.
Well, I put it to you like this. Been in Cameo, and I've always been the kind of musician that I love. I've had records out before with little success, but you're always reaching for something for yourself, and so that came about. While Cameos, we're working on CD for Cameo, but I already had recorded some songs for myself, my own project, and there it is. I mean, I'm just doing what I do, doing music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you
pastime, but
you say it's not a pastime.
No, it is pastime for me to do something personally.
Oh, absolutely.
For myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I brag on you guys a lot, because I think that, and I'm just kind of, digressing a little bit, going back, because you're independent, but you are still Cameo, and I'd like to share with the world what you have been doing at the Westgate for almost 2 years at this point. I mean, that says a lot by itself, that after 30 years, Aaron, of old school music, it's never still old school, because you guys always bring it up to date. You make it new school. It's the energy, it's the funk. I had an opportunity to come and be there personally at your concert a few months ago, and you were still off the chain. Still off the chain. People were up in the aisles dancing. I mean, so what do you attribute that to? What did it take after 30 years to maintain that momentum?
What it takes in order to hit the stick, I use that term, is first you got to stay spiritually intact, and treat your fans right, and we do it because we love it. This is all we know.
I love it.
All we know. We've been playing music and cutting records actually longer than 30 years. It's been like 40 years.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I've been in Cameo in 1978, and so that I'll tell you, I'm still young.
Yes.
Get out there and perform. You got to stay young in the mind, in the heart.
Absolutely.
But yet still be wise.
Absolutely.
We have experience. We know the band gotta be smoking every night. I mean, sounding good. That's what I mean by smoke. Smoking.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You keep everything tight, keep it all in check, and hopefully you will last until when it's over, it's over.
Hey,
right now we still touring and playing. In the Westgate, we did a whole year at the Westgate. It was great. It was absolutely great. And now we're not playing the Westgate anymore, but we're around.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you are definitely around, and what a great time right now to invent and reinvent yourself with this new CD. So I cannot wait for everybody to check it out. We're going to take a quick station break, and when we come back, we're just going to kind of dive in with just a few more favorites. And mine, which is the favorite of all times, is all about Sparkle. So we'll be right back. Everybody, you're watching Variety Talk live in Las Vegas, and you're sitting in with the man himself, Mr. Aaron Mills of Cameo. We'll be right back.
Johnny Stewart and Friends.
Slithering Idiot Show.
Our Young and Bruce.
Guy Dawson Show.
702 Rocks. Danny Vegas Time.
Gene Wood's Racing Experience, named for the racing veteran and 3-time champion, packs big racing action into extremely fast, high-performance karts that let you battle the other competitors side by side, just inches off the ground. Though the
that you were mine. 'Cause to me, you're one of a kind. When I look at you, it seems so untrue. How someone like you can make me feel the way you do. Sparkle in your eye. Sparkle in your eye. I see that sparkle in your eye. Sparkle in your
All right, everybody. I told you, right? Sparkle, okay? So anybody that doesn't know that one, all right? That's the cut right there. Sparkle. Aaron. I remember where I was when Sparkle was out. And, oh, man, I remember. But I'll be telling on myself. So I would just like to say thank you for being you and to all of your brothers in the band who have been so creative in putting such wonderful, timeless music together. Because that was when music was music. And
I really appreciate it.
oh, man, I'm telling you. So listen, we don't have much time before we switch over to the other side. So while we have the honor and privilege of being here, we're getting set up to show everybody your new CD, Independent. And why don't you set it up for us? First of all, I want to say congratulations to you for having the backup and the support of your members, the other members of the group who were right there with you in the CD. So what was it like when you guys put it together?
Well, actually, primarily speaking of the video,
Absolutely. Oh, you're right. I keep saying CD, the video. Correct.
Well, anyone that you haven't ever did a video, it's only just pantomizing. So, you know, you get in the right frame of mind for songs such as Independent. And, you know, I asked you guys, would they like to be in it, in the video, and they said they would. So we just made it happen. And it was a pleasure to have my brothers in cameo, Tommy Jenkins, Charlie Singleton, Willie Marston, Jonathan Marvin on drums, Sugarfoot, and Chucky Bush, who passed away, keyboard player in the video. So he did it with us, and then soon after that he passed. But anyway, it was great. That even made me want to put the video out that much more, because Chucky had passed, and he was a great guy. So it's been dedicated to Chucky, and also a drummer by the name of John Blackwell, who played with Prince, that used to play in cameo also. He just passed away. So it was great to put it together. We had a lot of fun, and God is good. That's all I can tell you, man.
All the time. All the time. And I concur with you 1,000%. So, you know, and that, I think that's what makes it special. So it's not just a project, but it's a meaningful project. It has meaning behind it. There was a reason why you put this together. And I just can't say enough about it. And I'm going to tell you, Aaron, it's hot. It's hot. It's in Independent.
It's a good day. Yeah, it's a good day. I'm chilling out, playing my bass when I got her text. She said she's coming over after work. Work first, she gotta cash her check. She's living large, she's so smart. That's the way she rolls. Not apologizing for a damn thing, 'cause that's the life she chose. My baby's independent. I love my woman like that. Anything she needs, and she's always got my back. My girl's so independent, never been insecure. Won't find another like her. Don't know what to do without her. She gets to the crib by the 8:15, hands me a bottle of wine. Ask me, baby, am I late? And I said, no, girl, you're right on time. Now another word was said, and she led me to my bed. When she takes control, it turns me on. Baby, that's why I wrote this song. My baby's independent. I love my woman like that. Anything she needs, and she's always got my back. My girl's so independent, never been insecure. Won't find another like her. Don't know what to do without her. My baby's independent. I love my woman like that. Anything she needs, and she's always got my back. My girl's so independent, never been
All right.
All right, everybody, we're back, and I promised you something funky. I promised you something fun. I promised you something good, right? I was not making it up, all right? So here it is. That was Independent by Mr. Aaron Mills. So, Aaron, you guys look like you were having a wonderful time. That CD is off the chart. The video is off the chart. And,
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, really, that one, that's a hit. It's a hit, Aaron. It's a hit.
You say it is. Well, if you say it is, it is.
Hey, you got my vote 100%, no doubt about it. So listen, what are your plans? What's in the pipeline? What are your plans for the short-term future? What do you plan on doing with Independent?
I'm planning to do what I'm supposed to do. First, get it. Hopefully, I can make enough noise to go out. I'm going to go out and support my record play gigs, concerts.
And frankly, as you said, you're doing it now because you're on tour and you're hitting the West Coast, and then you're going to Denver tomorrow, and then you're making your way back across the country. So, absolutely.
And it's all good. It takes a lot to do music these days. It's not like it used to be in the old days when you had a record company and you could work your record, record company support. You got to get out here and do all this yourself, and that's fine. I'm fine with it. And I just want to say that I really appreciate the support from your listeners, all the listeners in Vegas. There's other people that's instrumental in getting this record to get played, such as, if I can call a few names on your show. I don't know if that'd be appropriate.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. Go ahead. You want to give us a couple shout-outs?
DJ Thump, my main man in Vegas, he was the first person to play my record. He told me, he said, you got something here.
Yep, there you go.
And now, and hopefully I can get 88.1, I think it is. We're trying to get that station, and we're trying to get stations all over the country. So we're out here promoting the record and the video, and you can reach us. You can buy the record on, like I said, Spotify, Bandcamp, iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, what have you, etc. It's there. And we appreciate it.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, Aaron, and we are definitely out of time, but we want to make sure that we send lots of love and light back to you and the group. And again, congratulations all over the place, because you guys have you've done it again. That's all I can say. So, hey, word up.
Word up, man.
All right, listen. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome.
Sufficient. That's what it's all about. And thank you so much.
Oh, all right. You're welcome, Aaron. And hey, you know what? We look forward to some good things. We'll be watching the results, and we will be playing your music. So we'll keep you posted on what we're doing here for Independent as well. Take care. Be safe, and have a great concert tonight. All right. Take care.
All right.
Everybody, you're watching WCOBM. Bye-bye. Take care. You're watching Variety Talk live in Las Vegas, and we'll be right back.
Johnny Stewart and Friends.
Slithering Idiot Show.
Larry Allen Brooks.
Guy Dawson Show.
702 Rocks. Danny Vegas Time.
Gene Wood's Racing Experience, named for the racing veteran and 3-time champion, packs big racing action into extremely fast, high-performance karts that let you battle the other competitors side by side, just inches off the ground. Though the Las Vegas Strip provides a glittering backdrop, to the drivers at Gene Wood's Racing Experience, the blinking lights are all a blur. Behind the wheel of the high-performance karts, you'll zip around the half-mile track at speeds faster than other standard racing karts' top speeds. Drivers learn to commandeer the speedy karts through an instructional video before they are let loose onto the curving track for 10 heart-pounding laps. We are located at 121 East Sunset Boulevard in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You know what? It's time to go racing. Let's get her done!
Social media has changed the game. There are no rules to be made. So ask yourself, who writes the rules? Are you? The forefront of social media is evolving, and the primary force is taking a huge shift in the way the world communicates. So how do we communicate? Through social media. Today, 1 in 4 consumers shop online, and businesses are having to be more personable with their brand than ever before. So for the past few years, I've researched how social media has connected faster to consumers in 2 years than radio, TV, magazines, and billboards combined did in 30 years. So the value exchange between products, human connections, is the magic that social media brings to life. I have an easy strategy to successfully show you how I can build a simple yet effective way for your social media program to be excelled for your business. Let me clear the path and assist you with producing, building, and strengthening your social media connections. Let me guide you to writing the rules to your game. I'm Michelle Davis, and I am the Social Media MD. Call for a free consultation or visit me at thesocialmediamd.com.
Hi, I'm Daylin Woods. Welcome to Woods Family Sandwiches. I've always had a passion for food. When I lived in England, I owned my own restaurant. Then when we moved back to the United States, an opportunity came to open a sandwich shop, and I just wanted to get back into it. We have here at Woods Family Sandwiches wraps as well as salads and soups. We offer only the finest ingredients to our customers. We have boar's head meats and cheeses. We have fresh bread, fresh produce, great soups daily that we prepare for our customers, kosher whole pickles, Deep River Kettle One chips. We have a variety of wraps, or you can make any sub a wrap, any sub a salad. Come on in for our daily specials. We are located at 931 American Pacific, number 106, Henderson, or call us for your deliveries or pickups at 702-826-2230. Here at Woods Family Sandwiches, we're family owned and operated.
We are looking forward to seeing you.
Rock. Johnny Stewart and Friends.
Slithering Idiot Show.
Ariel and Bruce.
Guy Dawson Show.
702 Rocks. Danny Vegas Time.
Gene Wood's Racing Experience, named for the racing veteran and three-time champion, packs big racing action into extremely fast, high-performance karts that let you battle the other competitors side by side, just inches off the ground. Though the Las Vegas Strip provides a glittering backdrop, to the drivers at Gene Wood's Racing Experience, the blinking lights are all a blur. Behind the wheel of the high-performance karts, you'll zip around the half-mile track at speeds faster than other standard racing karts' top speeds. Drivers learn to commandeer the speedy karts through an instructional video before they are let loose onto the curving track for 10 heart-pounding laps. We are located at 121 East Sunset Boulevard in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You know what? It's time to go racing. Let's get her done!
Social media has changed the game. There are no rules to be made. So ask yourself, who writes the rules? Are you? The forefront.
Hey everybody, we're back and welcome to Variety Talk Live in Las Vegas. I'm your host, Linda Leak, and welcome to the second half. And we want to just thank Mr. Aaron Mills of Cameo, who is doing wonderful things out there as far as his CD Independent. And make sure, because I keep going independence, but it's independent. All right. And so we just want to give him kudos for, hey, 40 years of that and continuous music. So Aaron, you know, we send you our very best and best wishes, particularly with your the beginning of your new tour this evening. And speaking of entertainment, speaking of music, speaking of making it happen out there in the industry, we have someone with us who I am honored and pleased to be able to present as part of the fabric of the Variety Talk Live in Las Vegas show. This gentleman has worked with people from the Winans, from Patti LaBelle. I mean, he is just like all over the place. He is right now in Biloxi. He's in the casinos working with all of the groups down there. He's worked with the Tramps. And right now, he's just doing some big things. And so he will be introducing a wonderful actress, model, and songstress. And I'm going to let him do that. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Joseph Smith. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you. How are you doing, Miss Linda Lee?
Great, great, great. Just doing marvelous. I tell you, it's been an outstanding time just over the past, I would say, couple of weeks that you and I have had an opportunity to come together, and it's just been an honor to meet you, to work with you, to see the kind of work that you do and have done, and now to bring all of those people on to our show. All the way from, all the way from Biloxi. So why don't you just Tell us a little bit about yourself, Joe.
Okay, first and foremost, I would like to say greetings to my fellow Americans, Alabama, and evening. My name is Joseph Smith, native of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And first, have a moment of silence for the country as so devastation is going on normally Charlottesville, Virginia.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Barcelona, Spain, the world as a whole. Many have the moment of silence. All right, and praise for the sheddings as a whole, because this is devastation to the world.
Absolutely.
And I would like to bring on Miss Raven Salve from Pensacola. And she models, she does everything. She's incredible. And when I met her, I've been knowing her mother for a lot of years, and I was in Pensacola, and so I said, let me stop by. I got there, and I looked around. They was on the piano, they were singing, and I was like, oh, this is me right here. And I'm a former drummer, and from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I just been with everybody. And I'm going to turn it over to Raven, and she'll give you a little more details about herself.
All right. Well, welcome to the show, Miss Raven. How are you? Miss Raven Salve, by the way.
I am wonderful. Thank you so much, Ms. Linda, for having me. And also thank you, Joe, as well, for having me on.
Well, we're honored to have someone such as yourself, a singer, an actress, a model, and most importantly, I want to thank both you and Joseph, because by you guys being on the show today, that shows that you have supported the vets, the U.S. vets. And we will be working in terms of trying to assist the veterans and giving them all sorts of resources that they may not have in other places. So we want Variety Talk to be a stop for them as well, or a hub for them as well. So thank you for that. So Raven, we just tell us a little bit about yourself and your new CD that you've got out. And hey, give us the scoop. What's going on, Miss Raven Salve?
Okay. Well, again, thank you. And I am a model, actress. I am a singer, but most importantly, I'm a woman of God, and I'm an activist. I have an organization called Warren TV that I definitely, which is Women Against Rape and Domestic Violence, which I definitely wholeheartedly pour my soul into, which is also why I do the music, why I sing, why I write. And why I do pretty much everything that God has placed on me to do at this point. My album, it is called Let's Dance the Mix. I am working on my second album. It's called Metamorphosis. That's coming out very soon as well. But as far as my first album, Let's Dance the Mix, my single Jelly Roll, I am in love with it. I don't know what I can definitely say about it. I'm in love with this album. Let's Dance the Mix is a mixture of all styles of dance music. But the wording and the feeling of the music is more about getting out of the pain that you've been in, where you've had bad relationships, bad friendships, abusive relationships, and it kind of shows you the bad side, but it also shows you the good side. So my album is like, regardless of what life is throwing at you, you just gotta dance through it. You gotta smile. You gotta keep on pushing. You gotta keep on moving. So same way out there to the vets as well. I know things are hard, but you just gotta keep on smiling. You gotta keep on praying. You gotta keep on pushing, because your day is coming.
Beautiful. And that is so, so true. Well, listen, I heard so much about Jelly Roll, but let me tell you how we're rolling. We're rolling through the show so fast that what we're going to do is we're going to play, we're going to make Jelly Roll the first and the last song on our song next week, everybody. So we want everybody to make sure you tune in, because this is going to be a part 2 for Lady Raven Salve, so she can just get her proper props on this wonderful CD and that she has as well. So this way, Raven, we're going to keep you floating throughout the month with Variety Talk here live in Las Vegas, so everybody get a chance to check you out a couple times, okay? And absolutely. So so will you come back and join us again next week or within the next couple weeks?
Of course I will.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I can't wait.
All right. Well, we look forward to it. So everybody, you just got what? A snapshot of Miss Raven Salve, and stay tuned. We will be playing her wonderful CD, and not only her CD but her video. So I can't wait. But we are just like almost out of time, and we want to make sure that we give her her proper props, because she is outstanding. So everybody, watch out for that name, Raven Salve. All right, and Joseph Smith will be doing big things. So we will be running a series as well on entertainment, and so it's not just right here live in Las Vegas, but it is across the country. He has worked with people like Gamble and Huff, and I mean, it goes on, and the list goes on and on. So this man is the promoter. All right, so everybody that's out there looking to be placed somewhere, that's the man. All right, so but don't run his door down, okay? we'll find a way for you to get to him. All right, so anyway, everybody, hey, listen, have a wonderful weekend. Drive to stay alive. And, make sure you get with us next week. We're going to continue our series with Mr. Joseph Smith, Miss Raven, and, hey, it's going to be off the chain. Again, thank you again to Mr. Aaron Mills of Cameo, and I don't know. We'll see you guys again next week, all right? Joseph, any last words for us, since we've got Joseph's Corner coming up next week?
I would like to say we need to have peace for the world, to come together as a whole.
All right, that's perfect. And right there, we are out of time. Everybody, thanks for joining us. This is Variety Talk live in Las Vegas. I am your host, Linda Leak. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Johnny Stewart and Friends.
Slithering Idiot Show.
I Yelling Bruce.
Guy Dawson Show.
702 Rocks. Danny Vegas Time.